Hey, welcome back to Smarter Real Estate. I'm Julie Tam, managing broker of LYN Realty in Houston, and I'm so glad you joined me today as I take you along on some of my real estate adventures and also arm you with practical strategies to make you a smarter buyer, seller, tenant, or landlord. Well, today is another episode in my series, Building My Dream Home. I've recorded several episodes so far, taking you through different parts of our new home that will be under construction in terms of the floor plan, the design, and all of those details. And today I'm going to continue through the first floor and take you through the breakfast and also into the outdoor living space in the backyard, the back patios. And I did say patios, plural, and also the yard itself. And so teaching you through that, some different design ideas and details, everything from windows to doors to, coverings for the outdoor patio space and what to put out there and those sorts of things. Hoping that this will help you if you are building a home or remodeling or adding on to get some ideas on what is good design and what makes sense. Also for today's buyer, for you to potentially resell later or resell now. You could be remodeling to sell your home now. And of course, if you need help with any of that, I am a real estate broker practicing actively. You can definitely reach out to me. But meanwhile, I just hope you watch my videos and learn something, and be sure to like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube so you don't miss an episode in the future. All right, so I am going to do a screen share so that I can open up the floor plan and go ahead and take you to that. Here we are. So I always like to start with the front elevation so that we know what we're looking at. And that is the front of the house right here. The home will be about 4,500 square feet and 2 stories. So what we're going to be looking at today is the first floor back of the house. Let's get right to it. Plus, I'm going to share some inspiration on Pinterest that I have pinned to my boards so that you can take a look and get some ideas as well. Okay, so the very back left corner of the house is the breakfast. So in past videos, we've gone through already the entrance, the foyer, all of these rooms that you see here. The only part of the first floor we have not gone through, which will be in a future video, is this right side of the house. So the garage and mudroom, and of course the second floor. Okay, so if we take a look at the breakfast, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and you can see that there are 3 windows across the back. EQ sash means these are those types of windows where there's a top half and a bottom half, and there's a frame in the middle with a little latch mechanism that opens the window. Same thing with this one on the left side, single window here. The refrigerator, we were sort of like on the fence about this. It seems like it juts slightly into the breakfast, but we really needed that much counter space and space for the appliances in the kitchen. So that's what we had to work with. But the breakfast is going to be rather large. It's going to be the size of a bedroom, essentially a secondary bedroom, about 10 by just over 13 feet with 10-foot ceilings. The wood floors are extending throughout the first floor with just the tile in the bathroom. And yeah, that's it for the first floor in terms of flooring. And so here we have a door with a 6-inch drop threshold out to the covered patio in the back. All right, so with this covered patio, we're going to have an outdoor kitchen. So very exciting. There's going to be a grill and also a sink. So got the prep work going. There's going to be cabinets, possibly drawers. We'll have to pick which grill exactly, and also the accessories that come with it. And so that'll be below the grill for storage of extra supplies, things that can withstand the weather. And it'll be a stainless steel grill. Specifically, the kind that we were looking at has a lifetime warranty. That's incredible, right? But basically it's against rusting or any sort of weathering that might happen in the harsh climate that is Houston. We get really high heat, a lot of rain, hurricanes, thunderstorms, occasionally a tornado, and we even have winter freezes, believe it or not. It gets really cold in Houston. So this covered patio, the plan is to have a beadboard ceiling and a treated wood floor. We could potentially not have a treated wood floor. It could be some sort of synthetic tile or pavers. We haven't made that selection yet. And this says line of second floor, meaning the second floor goes out to that line. Here we've got extra space that's out beyond the second floor. So when you're standing out here, there's nothing above you, and there's a rail. It's actually not going to be a wood rail. Well, it could be, or it could be an iron rail. We haven't made that decision yet. And these are the stairs that go down to the lower back patio. Now, the idea for the covered patio on this level, which is the same level as the first floor, which is actually elevated about 7 feet above the ground, above the dirt level, is to have, we have a set of nice kind of semi rocking chairs. They're not rocking chairs. They're like modern, really nice, sleek, elegant chairs that rock a little bit. And there's an ottoman that goes with it. And we have a little side table. So this is really kind of like a cocktail area where people can lounge while the cooking is taking place. And then when they go down the stairs, I say they, I also mean we, as in our family, we get down here and there's this paved patio with more space. So this is a much larger patio. We're gonna have our table there that has 4 chairs. If we have enough room to put any other outdoor seating, we could put that, but probably it might be a little crowded unless it's just a couple of small seats, often, to the sides. But we're going to actually have a pergola. Pergolas are so expensive. You couldn't even imagine. Several $1,000s is the starting price. You can pay for a fancy pergola into the tens of thousands if you want ones that are retractable or that have slats that open up or, stay completely closed if you're having rain or you want protection from the sun, for example. We'd like to have one that's just fixed. That's our thinking right now, and have it be completely opaque. So that way we don't have rain coming through if there is rain, and just be able to use it kind of in, a lot of different weather conditions. And I don't think we want to get so fancy where it like opens and closes and all that, because that just adds like 5 figures to the price tag. And so anyway, the pergola will be here and we'll have really nice lighting, and I'll go over lighting for the whole house and also the exterior in a future video when we talk about the electrical plan. So there you have that. I'm going to take you, actually, this one, we don't have any cabinet details for these. No. Yeah, so just before I move on to the Pinterest board, I want to point out that in the breakfast, okay, one cute idea that you could have if you didn't already have a breakfast table like us. So we already have a breakfast table that is round, that has 4 chairs. So the drafter's kind of sketch there does match in general what we have. But essentially is if you did sort of a built-in bench, kind of booth style seating, and had a table and then just a few other chairs for the other side. So not chairs to go all the way around, because one side would be already the built-in bench seating, is that is actually kind of cute, and it makes it kind of quaint. You can do like a French style, bistro style, but that is a really cute way to have a built-in and a breakfast and have something special and add value. But we're just not doing that, and so there you go. Okay, let me take you to Pinterest. So I am at the Julie Tam on Pinterest. You can watch a previous video to find out why that is my username. And I've got these different boards, and I don't have one for breakfast because there's nothing that I'm gonna really do fancy about the breakfast. So yeah, we'll just bring our table in and probably add some art to the wall and such. But I do have a board for the backyard. All right, so at first I was like, I really like this door. Maybe we should just have a set of double doors like that for the backyard. But it turns out that is more expensive than the sliding glass doors that we have. So forget that. That's just pretty. We might do a front door that has a look like that. We'll see. I got these other photos because I really liked the lighting in these pictures. It gives a very magical feel to the backyard. This pergola is probably what I was talking about, where you've got the slats that are movable, that either retract or just open and close and stay in a fixed position, or perhaps multiple options. They use that in commercial settings. And of course, restaurants and places like that, can spend a lot more money. But I just really like and think that having that magical lighting outdoors can really enhance your experience when you're spending time dining outdoors and just or relaxing and lounging. And even landscape lighting like this, of course, we would want to do it friendly to birds in the sky, because a lot of times studies have shown that birds that are flying in the air, when there's landscape lighting just blinding them, they can tend to fly into objects like the size of a building or whatever and just get hurt or die. And that's not what we want to have happen. So when we are doing our home building, we really want to keep the environment top of mind and just try to minimize the impact as much as possible. And so, yes, there's some landscape lighting around the tree, but you see how this just really livens up and brings that outdoor space to life and makes it really outdoor living. So it's not just like there's a dark backyard and you can go out there or not use it at night at all, but even at night, it can really come alive and have a really intimate, wonderful feel to it. And you see how the branches and the leaves of these trees are also lit that way. So yes, that wraps up sort of the back left half of the home and also the exterior. It will be a fenced in backyard. There will be room for a pool, but at this time we've decided not to install a pool. And so, we'll see. If you have any advice about that or suggestions about a pool in the future, maybe we can consider it. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week. And please stay tuned again for Smarter Real Estate in future weeks, weekly on Wednesdays on Facebook and YouTube. Bye.